The first major patch for Evercore Heroes is coming out on July 6th. I've gone through and I've read all of the patch notes so that I can give you a summary on what's coming. So let's talk changes and impact. We're going to start with the secret shop having a new set of items. These 5 new items are going to change the way we want to build, mostly because the ones that used to be in the secret shop are no longer going to be available. Of all of these new items, I'm keeping my eye on Stunlock because the chance of doing true damage to bosses and stunning everything around me with auto attacks just sounds like a good time. In the theme of big changes, the Moxie Treetop Elite enemies are going to have new shards based off of the map's theme, so you can look forward to throwing out spores, charging forward, or throwing poison in the near future. And I think the most important change coming this patch is the reconnect feature. This will allow you to load back into games that you accidentally abandoned or just need a good refresh on. Thank goodness. In the most impactful change, bounties are now going to be capped to 5 per game. This is definitely going to impact the way that we approach the map, but I'm going to hold off on any official criticism or feedback until I play on it. Moving to hero balance, Shade Ultimate should now work closer to how the tooltip reads, and you should be getting more value out of this ability. Zari is getting fixed, so now they only shed armor instead of doing additional damage from all sources. Blink has been adjusted to have a more impactful ultimate in return of taking away some of the damage on Pummel. Overall, I don't think this actually impacts Blink too much, but it's going to shift the playstyle a little bit, maybe? Riva now has to scale up the parry to not take any damage, which solidifies this as the second ability we will be upgrading in matches. Lotus has been nerfed to reduce the healing output, which makes sense because there should be a bigger trade-off to dealing all that damage. And the most interesting change here is Max now changes power types when he stance swaps. The sword abilities are going to be based on physical power, and the shield is based on magical power. I honestly really like this change on paper, and I look forward to seeing what goofy builds come from this. On to item changes, they have nerfed Seed of Genesis's damage output. Parting Gift has been nerfed to be less potent, Inner Fire has had the crit rate dropped, and a few other items have been touched in minor ways as well. Onto objectives, the Experience Horn is now going to give less experience per enemy slain, but it's still pretty dang close. The Gold Horn has actually been buffed to give more gold per kill, and all shards dropped from objectives are now going to be of the epic rarity, which makes the shard dropped more valuable across the board. Honestly, the objective changes are fair, and I'm especially excited to actually maybe want to path toward the shard objectives now, maybe. On to enemies, all of the elites have been adjusted because we were just honestly a little too efficient. And Thrashclaw now has less health, so the race is a little more intense. And I guess this gold lizard's now going to drop a shard, but I don't really understand what the shard's going to do, and I'm curious to see. And besides that, there has been a bunch of bug fixes that may change how we approach the game, but I guess I should also talk about Chef Clementine, the newest hero, to give you a little bit of a teaser, I suppose. Clem looks pretty amazing. Now, the shtick here is you're going to be playing a cooking minigame to send out buffs and heals to your team. When I get some game time in on the chef, I will definitely be reporting back, but honestly, this is just a really unique idea, and I'm very much here for it. And that is all the key takeaways you need to play the patch on July 6th. Now go out there and become the hero that this realm needs. See you next time.